the intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. It's coming out a little bit late. Want to apologize for that. I've been very under the weather. So thank you for taking time to watch this, and I hope it gives you some of the information that you're looking for about Alliance tournaments as we go into that. And you know, a lot of this can be provided in game, but knowing where to find that can be quite difficult. And also, it doesn't help that there's not often a lot of communication when it comes to this type of stuff. So we're going to go over that. And as you can see, we have, pieces of that here in the background. Pieces of it here being added to the game this month, this being obviously August 2024. The real question is, how does it all work? What all can we do? How do we get it? Etc, etc. So I'm going to go over all those things today to kind of cover the basics here, as you've got that long list of stuff. We'll show you an easier way to see that, as well as some of the preview pictures of how it came out. When I say preview pictures, you'll notice that when new features come out, you get these little click-throughs, like this one that says score points to boost your alliance's league rank by completing tasks, and you get a limited number of tasks per day, etc. But we'll go through a big sheet that you can read yourself, and that sheet, of course, will be in our Discord. That way, if you need something that is a little bit easier to read. But if you are curious, a lot of this information can be found in the game. The basic premise of Alliance tournaments is exactly how it sounds, and it's actually kind of built how the leagues over in football/soccer land of Europe are, where the better league you're in, tougher your competition. And if you're a weaker alliance, maybe you're in a lower league, but you can always move leagues based on things that you've done. Let's actually talk about that big master sheet I'm talking about. It's this one right here. Again, I do realize that this might be a little bit hard to see for some of you, but we will have this in the Discord, and I'll even put this on the Facebook, and you know what, I'll put it on YouTube too, where you can see it no matter where you're at, because I know people are always talking about wanting to have information in multiple places. Discord is our main repository for said info, though, so join it. But general Alliance tournaments events in your alliance has reached level 2, so basically all alliances can participate. Complete tournament tasks and earn points for your alliance to rank in the leaderboard. Collect rewards from tasks, and at the end of the event, buy lucrative items from the Alliance tournament store, which, by the way, we'll see more stuff on this here, where we'll go over the syndicate version of this. We'll talk about that here in a bit. But task, each alliance member will have a daily limit of tasks that can be completed. More challenging tasks grant better rewards. Logical. If a member picks up a task, this task is not available to others, but a new one will appear in its place, and a task can be abandoned or re-rolled for a unique special currency. Now, when we say talk about new tasks, maybe it wants you to go mine something in particular. Maybe it wants you to complete certain away teams, etc. All these things can be different tasks that you can see. Let's talk about the leagues here. First time the event will run, alliances will be put into a placement league called the Qualifier. In the Qualifier, all the alliances will be split into a cross-server regional leaderboard, so regional being like US-based, EU-based, APAC-based, etc. In the Qualifier, at the end of this event, alliances will be divided into 5 leagues based on the rank they achieved in the Qualifier. The next event should be part of one of these leagues: Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Expert, or Master. Each league will have different rewards for the ranks and for tasks. Obviously, the better the league that you're in, the better the rewards will be. After the second event, your alliance will be promoted to a higher league or relegated to a lower league, depending on the rank you'll be in. Again, I kind of think that's an interesting concept. We'll see how it plays out. Let's talk rewards here in this section right here. In Alliance tournaments, you'll be able to get task rewards, league rank rewards, and buy content from the Alliance tournament store and upgrade the Emerald Chain. Emerald Chain is basically what I just refer to as being the syndicate for Alliance. It's a little bit different. You've already seen an officer peek her beautiful little nose out for the syndicate chain. If you haven't, I can put her on the screen real quick. I'll get it here in the background. But if you haven't seen it, the new Emerald Chain is essentially what I would call syndicate for, well, alliances. Kind of exactly what it is. But here's the new officer that you're going to be going after. And in terms of where to obtain, if you click back in your alliance button, just hit this at the very top. This is the beginning of it. And just how syndicate is set up, so is the Emerald Chain, having 30 levels, and you can see the various rewards through that. We'll have a different video going over the Emerald Chain, but more important to kind of go over these notes first. So, Alliance tournament ranks rewards will be different depending on your league, and the higher you go, the greater the rewards. Again, logical. All right, Emerald Chain works similar to the Syndicate, but this time is for the entire Alliance. Everyone will benefit from these single-time rewards and from the buffs. Only Alliance Admirals will be able to claim the Emerald Chain rewards when the Alliance reaches a new level. If you leave your alliance, you'll lose the buff effect, but not the single-time rewards that were already claimed. So, now here are the League Ranks rewards list. So, that's always fun. 1% Alliance Tournament credits. So, if you're a top 1%er, you'll get Qualifier League Frame 1, as well as 4,400 of those credits. The 10% will get 3,300, 20, 2,750, 1,650, 1,100, and 550, following down. Now, the Master League rewards. So these are the rewards for past the qualifier when we're actually in the Masters or in the various leagues. So if you're in the Novice League, for example, the rank 1 in the Novice League is going to earn 1,650 Emerald Chain XP. Seems a little low? Maybe. But that's your winnings. Compared to, say, the Masters, which is, you'd earn 12,500, whereas the Master League will earn 100,000 of the Emerald Chain XP and 11,000 tournament credits, and the Novice is going to earn 1,650 tournament credits. So obviously the league that you're in can have significantly different and better rewards, and you're wanting to, as an alliance, get the best Emerald Chain you can, because the Emerald Chain has a lot of really good buffs in it. Again, we can kind of cover that in a different video. Different tasks you're going to have to handle in the qualifier, helping you put you in your initial league. And then as you go through these different leagues, because this is not meant to be a one-time thing, it's meant to be something that you're going to see a lot of in the future, can increase your rank, meaning that, okay, because you look on the sheet here, if you were to say finish rank 20 in the Masters League, you'd get 9,300 of the tournament credits, as well as 75,000 Emerald Chain XP, which is still significantly more than a novice rank, even rank 1, would earn. So actually, if you look, that rank 20 here for Masters League, which would be the top league, 75,000 is actually more than even the top of the Expert League would earn, even if they finished number 1 in the Expert League. So obviously, as an alliance, you're going to want to work together to make sure that you're not only doing well in the qualifiers, but also when the tournament is ongoing, working together to make sure everybody's completing everything possible to get their events done. So again, look at the leagues themselves. In the qualifier, all alliance will be split across servers, but each league will have different rewards, ranks, and for the task. After the second event, your alliance will be promoted to a higher or lower. So if you get into, say, the Apprentice, you can actually be perform so poorly that you get knocked down to Novice and somebody from Novice gets knocked up, or you could actually move up into Adept and then work your way up to moving to Expert and then finally moving into the Master League. So I would actually be surprised on the US servers to not see, maybe, IA, EMC Squared. I mean, a lot of the big names we've come accustomed to seeing those alliances being, towards the top, be in that Master League. Be very curious to see, when it comes to the regions, how much do they split those regions up? Say USA 1, USA 2, USA 3, because there are a lot of alliances in the top. But I mean, if we're just talking about overall strength, there's also Antimatter over on server 40. You also have got Jag. I remember Jag, Danger, which is just dragons. I'm sorry, I said Danger, but DNGR makes me think Danger, but it's dragons. All these different alliances to see how are they going to compete against each other, or they're going to be different brackets inside of that. Those are things that we'll just have to wait to see as they actually load it out. But in terms of the premise of how this works, again, we'll see how it plays out. I think the rewards can be quite good. The biggest thing is going to be, obviously for the, immediate reaction is earning this, getting the XP to progress in this so you get better as an alliance. Because as you progress through here, all these affect every player in the alliance. Right? So that's good. That means everybody, if you got to rank 8, would get a 7% isolated damage to Armada targets. And as you progress, everybody would get the 120% warp speed bonus. Everybody would get, if you got all the way to 30, the 300% bonus and the 10% PvP crit damage reduction. So in terms of value, the tournaments could be quite lucrative depending on how your alliance performs. That's the basics of how it works. All the little, gadgets and gazmos, and if you missed any of these little posts, we can have these in the Discord as well. I actually know one of our mods was sharing them out. So if you haven't seen stuff like this, well, it also gives you kind of maybe a preview of some of the tasks that you're going to need to complete. But Alliance tournaments coming very soon, allowing you a new way to compete with everybody else. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I do ask for you to excuse my voice and being a little bit all over it in today's video. Like I said, been very, very under the weather. Live long and plunder. Stay safe with the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next Star Trek Fleet Command video. Appreciate every single one of you as always. Love you. See you then.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.